If you want to try different variations of Cupid, which could be easier but could also possibly be harder, then this routine is for you. Not kidding when we said that it could be easier because in Cupid you need to release your hand, but it could also be harder because if you're not used to a straddle entry into Cupid, then it could be a little bit challenging.
Yes, and for some reason, for most of us, the side that you're used to straddling on is actually the side that you're not used to hooking your leg on. For those of you who have been diligently training both sides, piece of cake.
Yeah, it should be a piece of cake.
Yes. Also, when you're getting into the Cupid entry, the variation, when you have to thread your hand between and hook your elbow, that could be a little bit challenging as well based on your shoulder mobility and also your tolerance of an elbow hook.
Yeah.
So
yeah. And then the fact that because you are lifting the bottom leg as well, so you are really putting your body weight on your elbow and your legs. So like I said, it could be easier, it could be harder. It all depends on you. Let us know if you found it easier or harder in the comments. We'd love to hear it.
Now before we start, let's do a quick safety check. Let's start by checking our equipment, make sure everything is okay with your rigging, make sure that you have a crash mat. Don't practice without one under any circumstances. Also make sure that you're cleaning your pole well and that you have grip handy as you need, especially if you're practicing in very hot or very cold months. Also make sure that you're wearing the right clothing for this routine and for pole in general. As little clothing as possible is advised, especially if you're working with a chrome pole. And then make sure that you have your spotting buddy. Make sure you have someone to train with so they can be your GPS in the air and your cheerleader. And if something happens, they're there to help you out or call someone. Oh my gosh, I forgot to tell you to warm up and cool down. Make sure that you warm up well and cool down well before and after you practice aerial. If you're looking for warm-up ideas, you'll find them in a playlist right up here. For this routine, we mentioned that we're using a bit of our shoulder mobility. I strongly recommend that you warm that up well. And then we are doing sort of a little split in the end, so warming up your legs wouldn't hurt either. So if you haven't warmed up yet, go do that first and then come back to this routine to try it out.
And unfortunately, you cannot see the routine synced out to the music in this video. This is a tutorial video to help you know the tips and tricks that we use when we're learning the routine and the transitions that we use between the poses that we're doing. But if you want to see it synced up to the music, we did leave a short for you right up here. This short is synced up to the music. We also invite you to come back to the channel on Friday. On Friday, we usually release a YouTube video that shows both of us doing the routine, and it's synced up to the music so you can see the cues and the timing of the music that we intended for the routine to be done to. And you can also get to see two people do the same routine so that you can see that it might look a little bit different, and that's okay. We are also leaving you a link to the song that we use along with the timing in which we get started down in the description below so that you know exactly what version of the song we're using and when exactly we are starting the routine.
Now that we've covered everything, let's get started!
Taylor is going to be holding with one arm in a forearm grip, and this for her is her right arm because it's the stronger arm, and then her left hand holds higher. And then she's going to move that right leg a little bit closer to under the rigging point, and she's going to take her left leg and lift it up, and then she's going to swing it forward, and she's going to pull her body up. Think about pulling her body up and engaging her back so that when she is adding spin and swinging that leg forward, she can go onto her tippy toes of the leg that is pivoting off the ground. So she will do a couple spins here before she just comes to a regular climb. Okay, Taylor, you can go ahead and show us how to do this. So she's there, she's swinging her leg forward. She's also trying to be as mindful as she can to keep her body under the rigging point. Now she can come up and do a regular climb.
So from that first climb, I'm coming to a full stand and I'm going to bring the pole under my armpit and my body to the side of the pole, and then I'm going to straddle and hook my outside leg. From there, I'm going to crunch my body up, release my hand from under my knee and hold high on the pole. Bring the other hand to reach that higher hand. I'm going to step my lower leg on the pole And I'm adjusting my leg that's hooked on the pole so that my knees are in line with my hips. Now I'm adjusting my outside hand to be higher. My inside hand threads through the space between my body and the pole. And I'm locking my fingers together to get this shape on top. Pushing your hips forward as well to make the shape show a little more. Then I'm bending my lower leg and sliding my foot up the pole to make this shape here. From here, I turn my body back to the pole, unlock my fingers, and adjust my arms. My inside hand is higher than my outside hand. From here, I'm going to push my inside leg down, making sure the pole comes between my legs and it's behind me. It should be like running behind my bum. And then from here, I'm going to rehook my inside leg, walk my hands down, and hold the pole below me. And then when I'm in the right position, I can extend my inside leg so that that is not hooked and it makes a split. From there, I'm going to hold up high and release myself for the end.
That was so much fun. If you're still wanting to train pole and you want to challenge yourself, check out this routine that we're leaving on screen that gave me PTSD, because it features an inverted split that requires a lot of grip strength and also a lot of courage. So you can find the dance video on top and we'll leave the routine at the bottom. And until next time, bye!